Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name's Cody Bills. Today is Tuesday the 9th. We had the market mostly mixed here today. Let's turn over to the grain hedge trading platform. See where we closed off the day. Corn trading down a quarter penny to $3.65 even. Soybeans up 6 cents to $9.50 and a quarter. And wheat in Chicago here up 4 3/4 cents on the day to $5.32 3/4 off that July contract. Let's take a look at the weather outlook. You'll notice that across the U.S. it looks as though the northwestern part of the U.S. is going to be hotter than average here most of this week. However, when you look at the precipitation, it looks as though throughout most of the grain belt we're going to see some scattered kind of unsettled precipitation patterns here. Looks as though there's going to be moisture down in the southern plains, going to be moisture throughout most of the grain belt. So in general, this is a favorable forecast here for the grains looking out just 1 week. When you look out 2 weeks, looks as though the precipitation pattern kind of consolidates into the northwest and then the eastern part of the grain belt. The middle of the U.S. is really going to be cooler than normal here. So all in all, the precipitation and temperature outlook relatively positive for grains, nothing to be too concerned about. One thing that we want to talk about, of course, is the WASDE report, which is scheduled for release out at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time on Wednesday. That's something that the market has been trading over the last couple of days. We're going to be paying very close attention to the expectations in relation to the actual figures out tomorrow. Usually when you get a deviation in those, of course, that causes a surprise and you get a pretty sharp reaction. It's going to be interesting to see what the USDA does here. Analysts are expecting for old crop corn to be ending stocks basically to be increased by 8 million bushels here to 1.859 billion bushels. So a little bit of an increase there is expected for corn ending stocks. Wheat ending stocks are also expected to rise to 798 million bushels. But soybeans, on the other hand, for old crop is expected to fall 11 million bushels from 350 million bushels down to 339. So that's something we're going to want to pay close attention to. Export sales have been running well ahead of pace this time of the marketing year. Usually in the second half of the marketing year, you would see these export sales start to dry up. We just haven't seen that. What we've seen is continued strength in export sales, and that's probably one of the reasons why we're going to see ending stocks revised lower here tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit about new crop because this will be focused on very much as well. Ending stocks for corn and for wheat are also expected to increase here for new crop. For corn, it's expected to rise to by 33 million bushels to 1.779 billion bushels. Soybeans is expected to fall 13 million bushels to 487 million bushels. And wheat here, we're expecting to see a little bit of an increase here, up 5 million bushels to 798 million bushel carry out here for the new crop. Guys, that wraps up today's show. Those are the expectations that you should be paying close attention to going into tomorrow's trade session. If you have any questions, give us a call. Number is 877-472-4607. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you here on Wednesday.